Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess. Y'all know my slogan. Life is a game of chess. Hey guys, I got a beautiful Elshad System game for y'all, which is crazy. As y'all can see, guys, I finally made it to the 2600 team or whatever, things like that. Um, Guys, I am going to do a live where I'm really going to discuss exactly how I even got there, the stuff that I've been doing on a daily basis. Y'all already know me. The proof is in a pudding. My YouTube channel is almost about a year and a half now. I'm going over 2 years now that I've been using my channel, and I've been posting a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of progress that I've been posting, and the lives that I've been telling y'all, the things that I've been encouraging y'all to do the exact same thing. So so I'm definitely gonna be doing a live. It's gonna be somewhere this afternoon, guys. It's gonna be like 2 o'clock on 2 or 3. I am gonna post it on the community page of YouTube. So if you're watching this, definitely look out for my community page post, because I am gonna post that, and to let you know when I'm gonna be on live. Because guys, I have some really good information, and I really want to show you exactly what I've done to really like increase, and the things that's been helping me a lot, like literally, guys, I've never thought in these many years that I know it's online chess, guys. Obviously it's not tournament or whatever, things like that, but again, guys, online there's a lot of people that can't even get to this rating point at all. To me, it's a big accomplishment for me. That was just my goal. That was just something that I wanted to do. But I don't want to take more of this time talking about it. Again, guys, look for my community page, guys, because I am going to talk about a lot of ways to like to better your chess, and things like that. And shout out to National Master James Canty, because he really is an inspiration, because last night he did a live YouTube joint, and I played in this tournament, and I played on he I ain't gonna lie, guys, he got me. He got, like, he really got me, but because of that, because he beat me and everything. One of those games of the bullet, I said it was luck, but we was playing bullet, but he got me in that one. But his passion and his uniqueness, man, it strives me to even want to be even more better, and really train even harder and everything. But again, guys, I'm gonna have my live, and I'm gonna really talk about it, guys. Definitely tell your people, tell your friends, because I'm gonna really tell you exactly what I do and everything, and how I get better and stuff. All right. So, guys, I know this was like pretty long, or like a long intro or whatever, because I know y'all want to get straight to the Elshad System game. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna actually get straight into it. All right. So I play c3. D5 is what my opponent played. I play Queen a4 check. Y'all already know in all of my videos, when I play the Elshad, I always play Queen a4. This is me. This is what I always do. Bishop d7. Now, this is the thing. He played Bishop d7. I play Queen b3. Now, he played knight c6. Now, the crazy part about this, guys, in the Elshad System book, by Igor Nepsev, they always talk about the queen is always hitting the D point and always hitting the B point. They always talk about that. You know, it's certain things, guys, they don't really explain in depth though. Like, they always say, hey, if the bishop doesn't come to bishop C6, they're gonna drop this pawn on B point. They're gonna drop the B point, and that's not a good look. And black needs to protect with bishop C6. And if they go like somewhere like bishop c6, you go d4. So it almost come off as like a London system setup and everything. But it's, again, guys, it's a whole different setup. But it's a really good setup, which is what I love to play or whatever. I love it. But in this case, guys, my opponent, he didn't go bishop c6. He actually goes knight c6. Um, to be honest with you guys, like, even though they talk about you win a point on B point, but they don't really go in depth or whatever. But again, guys, when you read the Elshad System book, you need to analyze the stuff yourself. Yes, you can use an engine or whatever, things like that, but at the same time, try to analyze it yourself to the point where you actually get the concept. Now, I do understand with the opening, you got to control the light squares and everything. And, once you get your bishop on G2, you can really do damage. So, and that's why, guys, I took queen captures B7. I took the B point. And the thing is, I know that my queen is not going to get trapped at all. It's not going to get trapped, which is why he goes rook B8. I go queen A6. My opponent's on C3, so it's not like he could go knight B4 and do other threats. He can't do none of that. You know what I mean? So my opponent's on C3, which is a great thing. So I don't have to worry about being trapped or things like that. So that's why I did it. So he goes E5, gaining, like trying to gain control of the center, which I understand that. And I go D3. All right. And I don't even think, okay. All right. So now that ended the same D3 before. Excuse me, guys. Before it was crazy because before they didn't even show D3 in the analysis, but now they're showing it now. But yeah, that's what I play. I play D3, Knight F6, and I play H3. As y'all can see, H3 is not even in the analysis. It's not even in here. It's not in here at all. But again, this is what computers I don't know. Computers do some other stuff. And Igor said the exact same thing. Computers are not gonna always agree. And guys, I play H3. That's what I did. I play H3. Bishop C5 and I play G4. And again, does this say G Yep, the engine doesn't even say G4. It doesn't say none of that. So and I understand, this is a different opening. The engine is not going to see a lot of the stuff that, we humans are doing. And as y'all can see proof, the engine's not going to agree with a lot of stuff that I'm doing. So I go G4. H5 is played. I play G5. Obviously the engine's going to say G5, obviously, but that's me, G5. And then I play H4. Um, Okay, now it does say it's ace four. I just kind of see how much it agrees with me. 97. 97 is what my opponent played. Now, guys, this is what I want to look at. So when I played or when he played 97, I was like, okay, I do want to go bishop G2. And which it does says bishop G2, knight D2, bishop H3. I chose the bishop G2 first. And the reason why I chose that because of, if they go E4, I could take back, but that's not really the case. The case, guys, is I always believe in another principle. If you're going to go G4, especially if um your bishop is on F1 and you move the G pawn, you need to go the bishop here. I always believe that, but there are some cases or some games where I may go G4 and then I'll go knight D2 first. But it kind of really doesn't matter, which order you do. But I kind of like bishop G2. And the reason why I do bishop G2 a lot is basically because when they put knight on E7, a lot of times opponents will make the mistake and move knight G6 and I'll just take the pawn on D5 right away. So they make a lot of mistakes with that. So that's why a lot of times I'll go bishop G2. My opponent plays rook B6, and it's crazy though because the engine is even saying queen captures B6. I have not checked this out at all. So I have not checked this out. Queen captures. Obviously, guys, I didn't play Queen captures B6. I didn't do that at all. They're saying Queen A3. Like, yo, I didn't do none of these moves. I didn't do none of these moves, guys. I played Queen A4. That's the move that I played. Queen A4. My opponent actually played Knight G6, which was probably the number one move for Black. They had Knight G6 on here. Now they just changed the variations. Okay, so they just changed, but Knight G6 was up there. Knight G6, and I go Queen C2. I don't even think. Oh, they do have Queen C2 on there. Okay, they have Queen C2. So yeah, I go Queen C2. And the only reason why, guys, I went Queen C2 because obviously, guys, this is just I haven't read anything about just staying on Queen A. I just I'm a logical person, guys, and personally for me, I understand like we're not supposed to be afraid of the bishop on D7 and things like that. But in any case, guys, I like to use common sense. Um, you know, I want to play fire. I mean, I love playing with fire, but I don't want to play with fire that much to the point I get burnt. So I just went queen c2 just to get out the way anyway, just to be safe. But at the same time, I still want to do my stuff. So d4 is played. Now look at this, guys. When they go d4, now look at these weaknesses that they're leaving. These light square weaknesses. Now in the crazy part, they activated the long range light square bishop. Elshad talk about Igor Nevsev talks about it, but also Elshad, he explained this to him as well. The light squares D4. This is something that you gotta look for when they do D4. Now they leaving light squares up. Now I could go knight D2, knight C4. You know, these are leaving weaknesses in there, right? So, and that's exactly what I do. I go knight D2. This is what I'm talking about, guys. And then we're controlling the E4 square. How beautiful is that, guys? We're controlling the E4 square. He takes the pawn. I take. I'm fine with that because again, guys, I almost want to say it's almost like a white lion mixed with an L shot because I love the C3 pawn here because again, it does prevent the black knight and the bishop from getting to the D4 square and the B4 square, which is what I love. But also, guys, I have this light square bishop that's controlling these light squares. The diagonal, like it's beautiful. Now my opponent did play the move knight f4, and I believe that was wow, it's not even in the analysis. But he does play his knight f4, and guys, with the knight f4, I saw. Now look at this, guys. Now for all y'all that don't know, I played Elshad himself and everything, and I actually posted the video of that and everything. And after I played him and won, I actually looked at the tournament that he was actually a part of. Now he actually had a similar position like this, where his opponent played knight f4, and he always played bishop e4. I would have never known that had I not befriended him and actually saw the tournament that he was a part of, and I just started watching. His tournament was literally an hour. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour 20 minutes, or an hour and 30 minutes. Other tournaments he had was like probably 59 minutes, which is a whole hour. I literally sat there and watched all like literally like how he was playing the L side. He was playing stuff that's not even in the book. So when this guy played knight f4, I immediately remember how Elshad, he instead of going bishop f1, because in a book you'll see stuff like how he'll go bishop f3 and he'll go bishop f1, sometimes bishop h3, but never bishop e4. That is not in the book. That is not in the book, and if it is, maybe once or twice. But I've read that book, guys, and I don't think I ever seen bishop e4 or whatever, but when I looked at his tournament, he had Bishop E4, and that's exactly what I played, guys. I played Bishop E4 in this one. Had I not actually watched him play in the Lichess tournament, I would have never picked out this move. And it was crazy how the engine even recommended that Bishop E4 move as number one, which was crazy. So I was pretty shocked, but and I'm pretty sure Elshad was probably analyzing. He probably was doing some other stuff, but man, I love the opening, guys. But Bishop E4, this is a so literally, guys. I just kind of gave away the technique. I just gave away the technique, but the whole point of Bishop E4, guys, is centralizing the light square bishop, but also controlling the light square bishop. You're controlling on the d5 square. Obviously, the queen is blocked by the bishop on d7. The knight is not really controlled. There's no pawns that can close them in. There's no pawns. You see this? The pawn on f5, you just do el passant and whatever, and you're good. Um, this light square bishop is strong, guys. It's controlling, and this bishop e4. I just think this was beautiful. I think this was just so beautiful. So when my opponent played bishop g4, uh, I have knight c4 now. Again, we're controlling light squares, guys. This is what we're doing. And then also, guys, I want to get this black knight out the way. So I play knight c4, hitting the rook on b6. Um, and then also, guys, I'm hitting the knight on a6. Now the crazy part, guys, I thought he was gonna go rook a6. That's what I really thought he was gonna do. But again, guys, this is what happened when we play the L side. They make a mistake and they drop a piece, and this is what my opponent did. He goes rook b8, and I go bishop capture c6. He drops the piece, literally, guys. He could have went rook a6. which is what I thought that he was gonna play or whatever. Then I gotta like really think. But this is what happens, guys, when um when you play the Elshad, a lot of times they don't know the openings that you're playing, and they get flustered and they drop a piece, and that's pretty much what happens. He goes rook b8, and I go bishop catchers c6 check, king f8, and I go bishop catches f4, and I don't even think bishop catches f4. Yeah, bishop catches f4 is not even. I guess the move that I should have played was d4. That was the move that I should have played. But honestly, guys, I'm not an engine. I'm not a computer. I'm not gonna play perfect moves. But and honestly, guys, and this is what I always tell y'all: don't play computer moves if you don't understand exactly the move. So honestly, guys, I play Bishop Catch, and I'm gonna tell you why. I play Bishop Catches at four, guys, because number one, I feel as though if this pawn was out the way, I could control the center of the board. I could go d4, and try to get a hold of the center because he's giving me an advantage. And the king is not castle. The king is still technically in the center of the board. I have a powerful light square bishop, guys. I like to use common sense. I like to use logic or whatever. And that's pretty much what I did, guys. So I go bishop catches f4. The engine didn't agree with me. They actually gave me an accuracy for it, but I don't really care because I like to use common sense. And like I said, I still got the W anyway. But I go bishop catches f4. Once he take, I play d4, and I play. And again, I mean, look at this guy. I like this position. Yeah, I go with my dark square bishop, but I felt like my dark square bishop wasn't really doing anything anyway. That's just me. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I'm just using common sense. I want to control the center of the board. I got a powerful light square bishop controlling the light squares. I think I'm pretty good in this position. He goes bishop e7. I go knight f3. Just developing. Um, that's pretty much what I did. F6 is played, and I played queen e4. And okay, I thought they didn't even mention that one, but I played queen e4. And again, guys, what I do realize with the Elsa controlling the light squares, you want to centralize. They always talk about centralize. Well, they don't really. They kind of talk about it, but they don't really explain it. And I'm actually explaining it in this video. When they talk about controlling the light squares, centralizing your pieces. So how I centralized my light square bishop, I was controlling all the light square. I was controlling the weaknesses and everything. And that's pretty much what I did with the light square bishop. Now that I'm already up a piece. My light square bishop is on bishop c6, controlling the e8 square, all the way to the a4 square. Now I want to bring another piece in a game where I'm controlling other diagonals of the light square weaknesses, which is what I'm doing with the queen, which is even better because now I'm controlling d5 from this diagonal, everything, guys, and it's just beautiful, which is what I love. So after f captures g5, I go knight e5. Why knight e5? Again, I'm controlling light squares. I'm hitting the knight g6 with the king, hitting with check. I'm doing a couple of things. King G8 because he wanted to stop from coming with a check. So look at this, guys. Look at this position. Look how I'm controlling these light squares. All these light square weaknesses. This should be like a Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road. Well, in this game, you're gonna follow, I guess, the yellow light square road, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So, but just follow the road. You see how I got the arrows? Follow the road, which is why I go bishop d5 check. I go bishop d5 check. I'm controlling this square, so he can't go king a7. He can't do none of that. King f8. I go knight g6. I just put everything on the light squares. This is all I'm doing. As notice, I'm not really putting anything on the dark squares right now. It's everything's on a light square. This on a light square. Queen on light square. Light square, bishop on light square, obviously, because that's the only place he could go. And then king e8, I go back to bishop c6. You see this guy? You see what I'm doing? Bishop c6. The queen, I mean, just look at it. The queen can't come here because the bishop is on c6, guarding that square. My opponent plays bishop d7. Not a problem. I go knight e5. You know where I go. Knight e5. My opponent goes bishop captures c6. because you need to get that light square bishop out because I'm putting a lot of pressure on the light squares, as y'all can see. And then I go queen captures c6. Again, I'm still keeping the light squares alive, the light square weaknesses alive. And as y'all can see in this position, um, the king cannot go f8 because the knight is on g6. The king can't go f7 because the knight is on e5. Controlling all the light squares to the point where the king can't move anywhere at all. And as soon as he took the light square bishop, I had my queen behind him to stand fast. And now the only move that he can do was queen d7. And I go queen captures d7, checkmate. Yes, guys. Elshad at its finest, controlling the light square. This is, to me, the purest form of controlling the light squares when it comes to the Elshad. I just had to show this as well, guys. Man, this is crazy though. But again, guys, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. And also, guys, don't forget to um, check back and forth with the YouTube page because I am going to post when I'm gonna do a live because I really want to show you exactly what I'm doing to really get better and increase my rating online as well, guys. So I definitely want, and we're gonna talk about a lot of other real stuff, guys, just to go down with y'all. So again, guys, definitely like, share, comment, let me know what you think, and also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, peace.